Good day everyone, I want to welcome you to my video. Good day, good morning, good afternoon from anywhere you're watching me. This is a quick analysis from BTC, and this to actually cement the fact that BTC is ready for its next leg up, right? Now, firstly, all the fundamentals we're having against BTC, there is no fundamentals that is against BTC. All the fundamentals are screaming bullish for BTC. And now when you scale up, okay, probably as we all know that I usually make my analysis with the as in regards to top down, right? Whereby I scale down from the higher time frames and all. So now from the higher time frame, this is from the monthly time frame. That's where I exactly started this my analysis. Firstly, we had a break of structure, right? We had the resistance. This was the resistance, and this happened around 2022, right? Price came, broke up this resistance and keeps rejecting, right? But now the next time price came to this resistance was somewhere around 2024 February. Price came with this bullish momentum, broke up these recent levels of this resistance. It broke them all. Then when it broke it up, then price came and retested like this. This was the former move. Price came to this resistance, right? As in regards to resistance, it's obeying the resistance and it went down. It also came back up again with a wick. It also dumped down, right? Then now the next time price is coming to that resistance, it came with so much bullish momentum that it broke up all recent levels on the resistance and also retested on that same key level of resistance. Now it's retested and then broke up higher. Now what is this telling us? This is telling us that okay, resistance is now becoming support. Now this particular point is a key level. Before we could ascertain that okay, BTC is currently going to just dump to 50k or lesser as it has been anticipated on the internet, this is the level BTC has to break. It hasn't broken this level yet, then it is still not yet a bearish market yet, right? Now after we've ascertained that okay, this point is our key level, then we pay attention to this same resistance level. That is why okay, we scale down into the 1 day time frame since we've ascertained our key level. After we ascertained our key level, then we were watching. Firstly, BTC came back to this point. Speaking of the 0.5 level, BTC came back to this point, right, into the 0.5 level and pushed higher, right? Then here was a recent protected low, the 73k level, right? Price also came as supposed. Price came like this. This is critical understanding of price action. So at this point, since price came into the 0.5 level and broke up this level, this is the target price needed to break. And since price has broken up that level, that means this 0.5 level has been, this particular 0.5 level has been respected, right? Then we keep looking for more opportunities to buy. Then more opportunities to buy. Since price we take entries based on delivery points, right? Now based on price delivered at this particular point, right, price is now reversing to take in more orders before it can make its next bullish move. So we could see that price respected the breaker block around here. Price came here, respected the breaker block and pushed further high. Since price also delivered at this point again, meaning okay, price has respected that particular point, then so after price respected that particular point, what other level again can we see that price is trying to respect? This particular point of bullish engulfing, right? It's left behind an order block. As I was saying, after price delivered at that particular point, okay, price broke it up completely with much impulse movement, which is trying to let us know that okay, we still have more moves ahead, right? After price broke up with this bullish momentum, price came and left an order block. After price moved up, price left an order block here, somewhere around here, right? Price left an order block here, of which price came to respect. After price came and mitigated the order block, price took out the targets here, right, which means this particular point has been respected. Now, but the way price broke this target, it was not breaking the target with the usual momentum we expected. See, when price broke this target, it was breaking it with the level above, like with the candle close above the target. The same thing here, the candle closed above the target, but reverse is the case here. Market broke up the target with a wick, which is showing us that okay, price is weakening. And then notice the way price has been moving, we've not had any bearish engulfing since the bullish movement of the market. Has always been bullish engulfing all through. True, but all of a sudden we saw a bearish engulfing, which made us okay paid attention to the levels. Ever since then, market started dumping. All our levels got broken. This was our recent protected low. It got invalidated. Here also got invalidated with a huge engulfing, right? Same thing here. Most of our recent levels got invalidated, although it took so long, but they still were getting invalidated. Mitigated this our order block that is having a break of structure, right? What made us ascertain that it was an order block? It was having a break of structure at this point. Price mitigated the order block, and as far as price mitigated the order block at this point, we weren't expecting any push further down. It was all supposed to be up, so which is telling us that okay, before, if price comes back to this particular level, price has to break this point and take it as probably an engineered liquidity before we can see an actual move upward. So this was what made us devise our entry at this point. We assumed here to be a engineered liquidity for a push forward. So now, if price invalidates and comes back and break this particular point that I used as my SL, that's telling us that okay, we are having a push down further. And as far as we don't come and break this 49,000 level, there is still possibility for BTC bullishness to the upside, right? As I was saying, fundamentals all have it that okay, BTC is going to buy, it's going to buy, it's going to buy. We still don't have a cemented fact that okay, BTC is going to dump. So we're having our first target at this 80k level. After making our first target, if price breaks this point with optimum liquidity, then we should expect a stop here also. Then if it also breaks here based on the previous price action, just as you all know, trading is the use of past data to predict future price movements. So now, while predicting future price movement, if you make yourself part of the move, that's where you make money, right? So that's how it goes. So if price breaks this level based on the price that previous data we've gotten, then that's how we keep going. Then we know that okay, we're in a bull run. Or if price breaks this 49k level, then we know that we are definitely in for a doom, right? So now let's scale in down. Just as I've said, top down analysis. I made this analysis starting from the monthly time frame so we can have a bigger picture. So let me scale down into how I got my entry. Scaling down into the 4-hour time frame, right? After price took this liquidity, of which I term engineered liquidity, right? After price took that liquidity with a wick, and it was forming some sort of morning star with a doji candle, right? Go back and do your homework regarding candlestick pattern. You see that it's clearly signaling a bullish move, right? And most especially, it happened at the delivery point for those that were chasing a sale, right? Mostly, if price wants to reverse, it usually reverses at delivery points, either delivery points for bullish moves or delivery points for bearish moves, as the case may imply, right? Then after price delivered, we had this sort of accumulation, right? This was a ranging profile. So from this point to this point could be termed as accumulation. So a breakout occurred. After this breakout occurred, now this is now clearly telling us that okay, this is the direction of the movement, right? This is the direction of the trend. So price, as we all know, from this accumulation level, price might just wallow its way up there and probably come and retest this point of accumulation, or price may nearly not even come back anymore and just keep moving up. That's the concept. So this is the view we're having on the 4 hours time frame. Then scaling down into the 2 hours time frame. 2 hours time frame is also showing the same thing, right? Before we can really establish this trend that okay, we are clearly bullish, this is also a new delivery point. Price has to take off this point with probably solid momentum before we can establish this really bullish move. We can be very sure, because there's a concept. It's not about your entries alone. What makes a good trader is trade management, right? The more you optimize your entry, you also make sure you can manage your trade so well, right? So you don't just be that trader that sees profit view once, right? So scaling down, we go to the 30 minutes time frame where I actually got my entry from, right? What made me aggressively enter this trade was that after price took liquidity at this point, this was where I got my entry from, this particular point. After price took my liquidity at this point, with a price came and is still taking out this low. Now this formed a turtle soup. Now after price formed this turtle soup, I waited for 2 candle closure, which is a 1 hour full candle, and both prices closed bullish, right? So I entered at this point. So I was going to be part of the bullish engulfing, and off which price came bullish engulfing, and I made my stop below this low because I was not really sure. I was having a probability of BTC dropping somewhere close to 49k or entirely break this level. So I had my stop here. So it's going to be very tight, and it's going to be a very good risk that is worth reward. Concept of trade management. Price left out an order block here, of which price came to respect. So if you clearly missed this former entry, you were going to like take this entry. I really saw this on the chart, but based on indecision in the market and the way market was hugely dumping, I was supposed to add more positions at this point, but I had to like cross my arms and watch. So after price mitigated this other block, price accumulated for so long before we had this formal breakout. I term it formal because it's actually where darkness light came, right? It really showed us the trend. So price had this breakout and broke out of the trend, right? So as far as price doesn't drops below here, we are still remaining bullish for the trend. So based on everything, so as far as price doesn't breaks this level, we are in for the uptrend. So see you on the next video, and see you on the next BTC future. Remember, trading is not just a day's job.